Everyone. Echo. Okay, that's fixed. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's get everybody in here. We got people. Let me make sure my audio's right. Of course not. There we go. How can you be a guest, Snusu? We'll figure that out in a little bit. Okay. Wait, what? Where did that come from?
Hey, it's Hummus. What's good?
Oh, Hummus. Hey, how are you doing?
Awesome. I think I'm just going to be here for the raffle, and then I'll probably drop off after that.
Cool. You snuck up on me. I have my join sounds muted.
Let's get it.
Alrighty. So, yeah. Of course, everybody knows we have the raffle because we hit 100 viewers in our World Series stream.
Pog.
Yeah, sorry, just reading through messages. Yeah, so as far as I understand, the first winner is gonna get 6 million, right? And then
Yes. So one raffle for 6 million, and then 2 separate raffles for 18 million each. A lot of money on the line here tonight.
yeah,
Thank you all for joining us. Already got 48 viewers, so
woo,
always pumped for the draft. These minor leaguers for the first time ever actually had to put in about a season's worth of work to get to this point, unlike before, like me, where you could be in the league for a week and then end up on a majors team. So
yeah,
making history always here in PBE. What's up, everybody? Everyone's saying hi. So polite of everybody.
Very nice of you. Dylan asking to be drafted despite already being on a majors roster.
Yeah, always trying to bend the rules, that Dylan. These folks from the UK, man. Huh?
Always trying to bend the rules. Yeah, so if you're wondering why we have this little number here, there's 239 people. 239 people completed an activity check for the week that's relevant here for the raffle. So it's gonna be whatever number is next to your name is your number, and if you get your number gets picked, then you win. So we'll start off with the first one, which would be for the 6 million award. I'm gonna roll it 3 times, so 2 times, and then the third one is gonna be the number. So we're gonna do once, we're gonna do twice, and then this is gonna be the official number here for the 6 million. And that's number 5. So that is going to be Frick Nasty, my co-jam. Congratulations to Frick Nasty. He's the first winner. So let me just put that next to it so I can actually remember.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead and highlight it.
Yeah. Let me just do something like that. And then, okay, so that's for the 6 million. So next up is
you can't win more than one raffle. Someone asked, so Frick is disqualified from the 2 $18 million raffles.
Yeah, if it rolled 5, I would just go again. You're all good. Okay, so these next 2 are going to be for 18 million. 18 million, that's enough to buy you Hall of Fame equipment. So, again, we're going to do 3 rolls. On the third roll, it's going to be the one. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then the third one is the real one. And that's 202. That's my draft board. Ignore that for now. 202, which is going to be Ryan Tyler. Wow, some big names so far.
Wow.
There you go.
So Ryan, I think he may be with us tonight. React in the chat. It looks like an LOL. He has 100 mil. Yeah, this was discussed beforehand. Rich people win raffles in real life, so
yeah.
Can't disqualify the rich from the raffle. So congrats to Ryan Tyler.
It do be like that.
He's like, I got 200 million. Well, yeah.
Congrats. All right, and last but not least, our second $18 million winner. Gonna do the same thing here. So 1, 2, and then this last one, number 3, for the 18 million. And it's gonna be 39. Who's 39? Let's see. 39 is gonna be BJK, man. Is that Rich Evans? I want to say. Rich Evans, am I correct?
Yes, I've seen him in the forum a few times. Congrats to BJK. Yeah, he's a Swiftie, so that's a W for the Swifties franchise.
He's also a Kashima. He's also a Kashima Fox as well. We drafted him yesterday.
Oh yeah, and the expansion, cool.
Yeah, he's been really talkative as well. In locker room, so it'd be great to let him know that now.
Very cool.
Thanks for joining us,
cool.
Emmy. Yeah, congrats to Rich Evans, a new Fox, and now owns 18 million PBE money out of thin air. So that's how we do it here in PBE, just passing out money like candy.
Alrighty, so I'll close this for now, and we'll get on to the actual draft. Ignore the board's a little bit messed up because I don't know, all these pictures are weird, and if you try to copy them, they don't actually work. So that's just, don't worry about that for now. Anyway, I guess we'll get on to the actual the fanfare, the big part of the stream where we make the picks and the players go to those teams. You know, that's that thing where the players go to the teams and it's all cool and stuff. You know. So,
wait, they're saying they can't hear you in chat? Oh, wait, no.
Hello?
Netlandic said just kidding. No, we're good.
SMH Netlandic.
SMH, Net, get out of here. I'm kidding. Stay, please.
Okay. We can. Cool. Thank you. Anyway, so, without further ado, let's get on with our first pick here. And to announce our first pick, we actually have the person in charge here in the voice chat, and that's gonna be Emmy with the how do you say it, Kashima Foxes?
Yeah, Kashima Foxes or Kashima Kitsune.
All right.
I pronounced it the second one, but yeah.
Gotcha.
So for our first pick in the draft, we picked Julio Ruiz, which is Ryan 0413. He's a member at head office. Great. He had a great player before with Ryan Stryker, and just an all-round great player, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I can imagine his next player is going to be just as good. We've had quite a bit of talking between each other, so we know what the plan is both of us for going forward and stuff. So to us, it was like the clear-cut number one for this draft.
Definitely a solid first overall pick. I mean, you're talking about one of the most active guys in the league, just bringing everybody together, helping out with the World Cup and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, excellent first overall pick. You want white text?
Yeah, they're asking for white text. Yeah,
I can work on that.
It's a dark color on
See.
You're good, brother. Thank you for hosting. Shout out to everyone with us.
There.
72. We might have to do another raffle. Just kidding.
Might have to. Let me see if I can work some magic there. Okay, that should be better. Let me actually do this too. This will help a lot. Just go in full screen, make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. I forgot how I can zoom in. 125?
Probably under view.
Yeah, that'll work for now.
There you go. Oh, perfect. You can even go maybe a little further too. We're not going to be on these other rounds in a while.
Yeah, let's just go 150 for now. It's a little bit, whatever. I'll back it down. That's a little too much. Okay, this is good for now. Hold on, I gotta. Alrighty. So let me go back to where I was, and we'll do number 2 overall. Alrighty, so looking here with the second pick, which is going to be the Apex, who didn't have a logo for me to put. Like, I know they do have a design, it just didn't have one that fit into our board.
It actually came out pretty cool.
Yeah,
Apex.
I basically
You
just
got the colors down.
Yeah, I basically just put a dark red background. I was like, there we go. Yeah, so with the second overall pick, the Indianapolis Apex, their first draft pick, their first official draft pick, they're going to pick Will Fisher, center fielder, also known as Hydra Cronus. I'm sure most of you know who Hydra. He was originally AC Payton, one of the many legendary pitchers to come out of the last half of the PBE, I guess you could say. I believe he's also a season 9 create as well as me, if I can remember correctly. Yeah.
No, he was not.
He was not? What was he, season 10?
Yes, season 10.
Season 10, right. Okay, I knew it was close. I just can't ever remember. So let me go and...
We were both in the same draft class, me and Hydra, I remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So
good
again,
times.
Hydra, just a very quality player. He's been a minors GM a bit. He's just done a bunch of stuff. He was a simmer at one point. He's done a bunch of league jobs. He's very active, very big locker room presence. So yeah, definitely a solid second overall pick. We'll move on to number.
He said he was season 10. Also, for those keeping score at home, pay attention. Already a couple recreates in the top 5. So
yeah, 2
for
out of
those
2.
keeping score for your parlays, yeah, here you go.
Alrighty, so looking here, there's not a trade listed, but it was originally supposed to be the Stars. I'm not sure when this trade went down. But it's actually supposed to be the Vandals instead. So let me just paste that here. So this is going to be the Vandals pick, and it was traded from the Stars. I don't see where the original pick actually got traded.
Before the draft.
Okay,
One of those pre-draft trades, just it wasn't updated on the sheet.
Yeah. So we're going to go and with the Vandals here with the third pick, and they're going to pick starting pitcher Casey Tam. Username Casey Tam. One of the best pitching prospects in the draft, definitely. Solid, very active, very smart with their build. They definitely know what they're doing, and probably one of the best pitchers you're gonna get out of the draft right now.
And Cassie Tam is here with us. Congrats on getting drafted number 3 overall to my Vancouver Vandals. So it looks like we're going to be teammates, fellow Swifties alums. Salute. I see Beebs is with us too. Yeah,
definitely a lot of pressure trying to follow up with the long line of Vandals pitchers. Hopefully you can live up to some of the legends. I got high hopes. For Casey. I hope they can be the next blue liner, maybe even better. Who knows?
A new create, if I know, yeah.
Yeah.
New create. And so
Completely
shout
new
out to
create.
Beebs' first non-recreate of the draft coming out of the Swifties. Shout out to Beebs for molding young talent there in State College. Major kudos. Good run last year as well in the minor league season. So, yeah. Just had to gas up Beebs. He deserves it.
Yeah. Going down here to the fourth overall pick, and it looks like we have another trade here. It was originally OBX, but they are going to trade number... can I type in here? Number 4 OBX number 4 overall to SAS for number 12 plus S22 second. Okay, so the sloths are gonna get this pick, and in return, OBX is going to get the 12th in this draft and the second S22. So we'll do that there.
These GMs got Diesel working overtime over here.
Yeah.
Wheeling and dealing.
So technically that would be our first draft day trade, I would think.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, and with that pick, the Sloths are going to draft Haywood Dinkle, third baseman, also known as Taco Shop. Another really active, really solid player. I've seen him talk a lot in the general chat. Definitely looks like a keeper. Haven't really gotten to talk to him much besides just seeing him talk, but he seems like a cool person. As far as I know, I think they're like from Boise or something like that. They've talked to about Idaho before. I just remember that because talking about Boise and talking to them. I think that's the person.
Is San Antonio trying to take the monopoly on taco users?
Yeah. You gotta think about it. Yeah. He is from Boise. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tard is he's always talking about it. But yeah, so definitely solid pick, and we know how good the Sloths are at finding some gems in the draft. So I'm gonna have to believe them here. And I'm very happy to see a third baseman going so high. Might have a third baseman go even higher next season. We'd have to see.
Real question is
wink,
soft
wink.
or hard shell?
I don't eat tacos, so I wouldn't know.
So Ryan Tyler joining us, $18 million richer.
Can I donate that, by the way? I don't need that. I really don't.
I'm not sure, Brainchild. Damn. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is, Mouse.
Taco Shop says, why not both?
Yeah, ¿por qué no más dos? Or is it ¿por qué no las dos? I forget how they say it. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's move on so we're not taking forever. Number 5, 5th overall, is not going to be traded, thankfully. It's going to be the Demons, who are going to draft Danny B, a second baseman. Username is Plague. If I recall correctly, is this the Danny B I'm thinking of? I don't. Let me. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Is this the Danny B that was on the 66ers? I don't really recognize the name that much, but he's a Swiftie. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'm just having bad memory. I haven't talked to them that much. But again, looking here, we got a second baseman going to Detroit. I'm sure they probably got a connection to him. So good pick for them.
I heard the 66ers.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't actually the 66ers. I just was mistaken. Yeah, I apologize for my lack of knowledge on this person. I just never really talked to them, so not exactly sure what I would say. But we go to 6th overall, and we have Nashville, not Florida. I had Florida in my list. Weird. Okay.
Is there another trade? Because it should be Florida's.
No, there's no trade. No trade. No, nothing listed. Anyway, so with the 6th overall pick, Nashville will be drafting Nashville will be drafting Todd Gonzalez, also known as Light Noir. I'm guessing that's how you say it. Where are they? Todd Gonzalez, starting pitcher. Why aren't they in my list? Unless I'm blind. They're just not in my... They're listed as a relief pitcher. That's why. Okay. Todd Gonzalez, Light Noir. I've seen them around a good bit. They've been active for a while. Obviously, have been here for a season. I haven't gotten to talk to them that much, but seems like another solid pick. As getting anybody active as a starting pitcher is definitely a plus. So good pick for Nashville here. Hopefully, bolstering up their rotation of pitchers. And next up, we'll move on to the Rougarous, who are going to be the 7th pick. And with that, they are going to select Jackson DeMarco, relief pitcher, also known as C Does It.
So they get C Does It back.
Yeah. So this is a recreate, I believe. They where are they? There they are. C Does had a player before, if I recall. I forget what their name was.
He was a 66er.
He was?
Both,
or no,
yep.
Right now he is, right?
No, but his original player was too.
What was the original player? Do you remember the name?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I can tell you.
Was that Van Buren?
Was it Van
I
Buren?
think so.
I'm pretty sure it's KVB.
Yeah,
he's in
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew it was a recreate. Yeah, congratulations, C Does It. Obviously, very active. I've talked to him in the 66ers locker room, and he's in the chat right now. So, definitely solid pick. We'll see if they stay relief pitcher or they end up going starting pitcher. You never know.
Great dude.
Yeah, but very solid person. Very, very good pick, in my opinion. Number 8 and number 9 are going to be picks that are going to go to the Raptors. And with their first pick, 8th overall, Boise is going to select the one and only, recently, well, not recently, I guess a while ago, they were a minors commish, if anybody can guess.
BTS.
Yes, that's right. It's going to be Tootblan, also known as Big Titty Smitty. And I love this user. I don't know why I was gonna say creator. I love this user. BTS is very, very, very cool guy. He was the one who originally hired me as the Mountie GM. He was my teammate in Cancun. Had an amazing career as a reliever. Definitely just a really, really, really cool dude. And I'm glad to see him going in the first. He definitely deserves it. Had a great rookie season, and I can't wait to see where he goes from here.
Yeah, shock of the draft for me is Elliot. What is it? Elliot Alderson is not been picked yet. The highest TP player and probably the best pick in the draft is falling.
Yeah, it's maybe it has something to do with name recognition. I couldn't exactly tell you. But
it's probably more because he's a catcher, and catchers have become recently popular. And
yeah, it went from nothing to load in a couple of seasons. But yeah, with the 9th overall pick, Boise again, and this time they're going to be selecting Jackson Waller, a starting pitcher, also known as the user Toast. And I recognize the name, and I've seen Toast around. I haven't talked to them that much, but I know they're a solid user, and them going in the first round, I'm sure that means that the Boise definitely believes in them. Again, yeah, somebody I don't talk too much, so there's not much I can really say on them, but congratulations to Toast. Snooze saying the SHL guy. Yeah, I think I do remember that.
First Kingpin drafted.
Yeah, so good for them. Good for them going in the first round. So next up we're going to have 10th overall. And 10th overall, let's see.
You have to announce trades.
Yes. We have a trade for 10th overall.
Technically, it's 2 trades.
2 trades.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. So Nashville, S21, Indianapolis, second round, number 15. Let's just do that. S22, Nashville first. Nacho Varga. For Grover Wokenfuss, also known as Rabbit. So, yeah. So they're trading their fifth. Nashville's trading the Apex 15th overall this season, plus Nashville's first next season, and Nacho Varga for the pitcher Grover Wokenfuss.
This is an interesting trade.
Very interesting. Grover was just picked up an expansion, right? He was originally on the Rougarous.
He was picked up by our team. We'd been speaking to Rabid about it because we weren't looking to compete out of the gate. We got some good pitches and stuff, so we were looking basically to pick up, capital going forwards.
Yeah, of course.
So basically picking up Vega, who's regressing. That's all, regressing, and they're inactive. So that's just the body we can throw in for a bit until we get some prospects coming through. You're getting a first for next season, which is obviously it's wherever that is, and then we get the second round from Indianapolis, which is that. Do you want me to announce the next trade as well? Because it's involving my team again.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Sarasota trading their first round pick this season, 10th overall. So, I'm gonna put SAR, 10th overall, for Kashima, S22, 16 overall, Van, S22 second, K, what's K? Oh wait, Kashima, of S22 fourth. Wow. Okay. So yeah, lots of trades going on.
So with the 10th pick, we decided to pick Herbie Farnworth, which is Simo 393 on the site. They're a starting pitcher. They're somebody I knew from Dynamos and also the ISFL. Great person, great player, and I know that they wanted to be here.
Yeah, solid.
Just so I can explain something to you. So the reason why it's 16th overall, and how do we know that? Next season, the expansion teams are getting a extra round added on. To the end of the first. So Indianapolis are getting 15th overall. We would have got 16th, which is now going to Florida.
Okay, makes sense.
Compensation.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. So definitely a solid pick, as you were saying. He's a great talent over in the ISFL. He's a Kansas City GM, and very, very nice dude. Of course, Emmy being on Kansas City for a little while, and me, I've been on Kansas City for about 3 seasons. Gotten to talk with him. I think he's actually a higher. It's funny. He's both my GMs in Kansas City are higher, like later draft rounds than me, I think, or not draft rounds, but draft seasons. I think Simo's like a season 24, and Glims is a season 25 or something like that. So, very interesting. But like that definitely shows you that they're go-getters. Somebody like that young in the league, and he's already a GM. So, hopefully he can bring that same kind of energy to the PBE. Yeah, don't worry about the trades. I know it's really like confusing on here, but it's I'm just trying to keep track, okay? So we have another trade for 11th overall. So I'm just trying not to run out of time here. We have the Crabs trading number 11 and Dorothy Morimura to Kashima for number 15 and S22 third. Okay, so basically this is saying Providence trading the 11th pick in this draft and Dorothy Morimura to the Foxes for the 15th overall pick in this draft and Kashima's season 22 third round pick. And with that, there's another trade. And this is Kashima trades season 21, or I'll just put number 14. Number 11. Number 11 for DVS for number 14 plus DV S22 fourth. And finally, with that trade, finally we have Death Valley here at 11. Death Valley here at 11. Paste. And they're going to select Elliot Alderson, also known as Storm Z23. A recreate. His last player was Lewis Storm. Had a solid career. It was kind of like me, always just kind of like on the perimeter of a all-star caliber player, but just always seemed to be on the outside looking in, but still had a solid season or solid career overall. If I remember correctly, actually, it took him till like his 9th season to be an all-star or something crazy like that. Definitely just really unlucky. Played at a high talent level position. But yeah, second catcher going so far in this draft, and a solid player. Like they were saying, the highest TPE player in this draft. So good pick for DV. Hopefully, looks like they're getting a solid person to possibly be the next first name last name. Definitely a hard position to follow up on that team, but if that's their plan, then that's a very solid player to pick up that spot if that's what they're planning on doing. We'll go to 12th now. We'll go to 12th, and we have the Outer Banks Aviators, and they are going to draft Ryan Shu, relief pitcher, also known as TNT. Ryan Shu, solid create. I haven't really talked a lot to them, but I've seen them a bit, and I know they're a great user. So glad to see them go in and getting picked up here in the first round. Very cool for them. That's Shu's brother. I always mix it up because I know there's the Schoolboy Shu, and then there's it's so confusing.
Yeah, so they're both brothers. There's
Snisu, the trades don't matter, dude. Don't worry about it.
Essentially, at this point, the trades have become
it's not that hard to figure out.
Anyway. It's like, whose line
OBX
is it
trades their
anyway?
4th round pick this draft to Sloths for their 12th pick in the draft, plus their season 22 second round pick. Nashville trades the season 21 pick, which is this season. Indianapolis's 15th. They had Indianapolis's 15th round or overall pick for this draft, and Nashville's season 22 first. Nacho Varga for Grover Wilkins. I don't know what's like confusing about these. Anyway,
There's so many. That's what's so confusing. You know what I mean?
Anyway, okay, let's move on with the picks. We're still in the first round here. I need to restart my headphones real quick. We have 13th overall here, which is the Voyagers, and they are going to select Max Miller, whose username is also Max Miller. Haven't gotten to talk to them a lot, but I saw them come in a while ago, and they're another starting pitcher. Really don't have much to say about them because I haven't gotten to talk to them that much again, but
He's 66er.
he's a 66er, so
And he's really active in Discord.
yeah, that's good to hear. It means it looks like they're getting a solid pick then if what you say is true. So
And anybody named Max is a good person.
yeah, it's definitely it's interesting because you have a Max Miller in this draft and you also have a Mac Miller. And this is, yeah, both those names just always make me think of Mac Miller. So interesting there. Anyway, we'll move on to the last pick. Last pick in the first round, and would you believe we have another trade? Another trade. Pro trades number 15 in this draft for what is this? Indianapolis's S22 second. So what is this? I'm not sure because this was originally supposed to be Death Valley's pick, but I think it ended up getting moved.
Yeah, that ended up with us. It was a trade you've already announced. So at 14th, we drafted Ivy Leaf, which is my wife, Drennan Tab. So she's coming to us, obviously for reasons which make sense. I decided to bring my wife back to us team. I think she's going to be a good pick. And reason why I traded down was genuinely it was a move that I wanted to do just as like a I don't know what you'd call it, like a significant thing.
Yeah.
Just because like her number is number 14, so I thought if I can get her at 14, I thought it'd be a good idea.
It doesn't matter, Symmetric. It all does the same thing. Or whether I click it or I use the shortcuts. But yeah, it's very cool. I was a teammate with Jen for a while on Cancun, and they've been a solid player most of their career. Their first pitcher was really good, and for a while was like super dominant on the Toros, and one of the few players to play for the Toros their entire since the inception in season 13. So very, very cool to see them go in the first round and getting picked of course with the 14th overall pick. Good like little sentimental piece there. So we'll move on to the second round now, and we'll get started off here with the Apex, and they are going to pick Johnny Tsunami, left fielder. So there we go. Johnny Tsunami, I've seen them around a lot, and I know they're very active. I haven't gotten to talk to them a lot, again, but I do have a funny story about this one. Yeah, Gen Recreated. Yeah, 3Angelo Russell. 3Angelo Russell there in the chat. What do you mean, Snisu? This was their original pick, and then I think they traded it to somebody, and they traded it back. Or wait, I think it was Emmy was telling me this pick got traded like 5 times. Yeah. Wait, so it was traded to Nashville, and Nashville traded it to Kashima. Kashima traded it to Providence, and Providence traded it back to Indianapolis, if I recall. Yeah. Anyway, so I was gonna say, so I have a funny story with this player, Johnny Tsunami, 3Angelo Russell. So basically, a while ago, I was on the A's subreddit, and I saw a guy who was like basically hyping up the A's, and somebody realized it was an old player who used to pitch for the A's back in like 2016 or something. And so I told Max, I was like, "Yo, this guy has the same name. We might have an MLB player in our league." And so I told Max to go message him. I told Max to go message him and just like ask him, "Are you a baseball player?" And then he messaged him, and it ended up not being them, but it was so funny because I was like, "Yo," I was like so hyped for something that wasn't real. And I was just like, "Oh, okay."
Tried though.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on here. Yeah, that's the story, 3Angelo.
This draft's gonna last like 5 hours. You ready for this, Poot?
Yeah. 209, I forget. It's Max probably has the message somewhere.
Oh, about that guy?
Yeah, I forget which player it was.
I sent it to you. I'll get it to you. I'll post it.
But yeah, anyway, okay, we're moving on. 16th overall, would you believe it, is another trade. So, New York Voyagers trade number 18 and number 22 for Van, number 16, S22 third, S23 third. And with that, it's the Voyagers pick here at 16, and not Kashima nor the Vandals. So we'll do that. And with the 16th overall pick, the New York Voyagers are going to select Dylan Hodge, right fielder, also known as Botastiak, or I don't know. I'm not sure how you say that. Botastiak? Botastic? I don't know. But let's go ahead and do that. So Dylan Hodge, also known as the only Dylan that shows up when you try to ping Dylan, because he thinks he's funny and puts an I instead of an L in his name. So every time I try to ping Dylan, I get Dylan Hodge instead.
Wait, is that really why?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's bugging me for the longest time.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he trolled me. I was so mad.
Oh my god.
I think a lot of these were but Snoosu, I think a lot of these were before the draft, so they're not like tracked well. For in my case, because I'm just reading through the draft chat. But yeah, so you can see he Botastiak or Botastic in the chat here, and he's definitely been very active in the general chat. So super solid pick here by the Voyagers. They're getting a good active and somebody who could have gone in the first round IMO. So very cool to see them here in the very high part of the second round. And next up, we have Nashville. Nashville is going to select a very special person and somebody who is in the voice chat right now. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Snisu?
Well, hello there.
Yeah, there's our resident I can't I was gonna say Finlandian, but that doesn't make any sense. Let's just say our resident Finnish person.
Yes.
Snusu, also known as Chili Gravy, currently on the Mounties right now, but
yes.
You are now going to what am I doing? You are now going to also be you're also going to be a star as well. So
it does seem to be so.
Congratulations. I'm glad to see you getting some respect here. Definitely deserve to be picked this high. You've been killing it with this player so far, and very, very excited to see how your career moves on. We know Richard Johnson had it rough for a little while. You took off, but you came back, and now you're here with Chili Gravy.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
very cool to see you. Very cool to see you getting picked here, 17th overall. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I see Braux tip is in the chat, noticing that I am the DSFL code indeed.
Yeah.
Fast Boya too. I'm very excited to be a star.
You are
I
a
had
star.
I had some good convos with the GMs and
Yeah.
exciting.
I think Nashville's really loading up here. They look like they're keen to start going on a run here soon. I like what they've done so far with some draft picks and some trades. I really hope the Stars can go somewhere. And of course, again, Snisu, congratulations! I'm very happy to see you here. You're one of my favorite people in the league, so I love seeing you get drafted.
Thank you.
So congratulations, and we'll move on here. We'll move on here to 18th overall.
Yes.
And 18th overall, we have this is the Vandals, which this is right. This was part of the trade, so put that here. And the Vandals with the 18th overall pick are going to select Vincent Avon, first base, putting Minecraft beds together. Flushed emoji. I added in that last part, but I just really love this name. I've seen them. They came in a while ago in the last round of recruitment, I want to say, and I just loved their name, and I've seen them around. They've been very active in Discord and whatnot. So I'm glad to see them getting picked high up here and going to the Vandals. Very, very solid pick. Very good player. Estimation, that's you. Alrighty. So there you go. Congratulations. Getting picked 18th overall here. We'll move on to the 19th pick here, and the 19th pick is going to be the first overall pick from the NFL draft, if I recall correctly. I could be totally wrong here, so don't judge me. But Detroit is going to draft Joe Burrow, catcher, user LSU fan. So
If that is true, it's not shocking.
not shocking. What do you mean?
I mean, Detroit's the ISFL team. They draft all the ISFL players.
I didn't know he was in the ISFL, honestly.
Oh, you said okay. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Wait, why is there? Oh, they're listed as a shortstop here. Okay. But yeah, Joe Burrow. Congratulations. Very, very cool to see them getting picked here. I've seen LSU fan talk a lot in the Discords and whatnot, and congratulations to them getting to go to Detroit. Of course, I hear a lot of good things about Detroit, so hopefully you enjoy your time there. Next up, we have, 20th overall is Boise, and they're going to be selecting Lance LaRue, a relief pitcher also known as Maple, which I believe Emmy said was one of their close neighbors.
They're one of my friends that I know. They live in like the city across from me. They're a person who really into baseball. They've been like a middle learner, I'd say. A very good pickup. Someone I'd have loved to have on his team. But obviously it's going way as. I think it's going to be a good fit because I've noticed when I was looking at activity that they've started doing more things recently. So it could be one of those, picks that you look back on and and be like, well, that was quite a good pick for the second round.
Yeah, exactly. So I really like what Boise's doing here. I think they're building well for their future, and good pick, of course. Connections with Emmy, who used to be on Boise, of course, until expansion happened. We'll move on to 21 here, and it looks like another trade. It was gonna be Nola, the number 21 pick. The number 21 pick, for Potato. And number 37. So Potato, and the 37th overall going to New Orleans in return for them sending the 21st overall to Nashville. And Nashville, let me find their thing here. Paste it. So with the 21st overall pick, the Nashville will be selecting Dom Drozdoff, right fielder, also known as Dom Jarnilla. I'm not sure how to say that. Every time I see this name, I think of it reminds me of like a GTA 5 character. I don't know why. It's just like all I can think of is Grand Theft Auto. I've seen him around. Playing on the I believe it's the Swift Steeds is what Hummus was saying. I haven't talked to them that much, but very solid pick. I've seen them be active, and there they are in the chat. So very cool. Glad to see that. Glad to see that they are getting to go in the second round here. Definitely a solid pick. Somebody said my pronunciation of New Orleans is killing him. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not from the South. I'm out here in the great Pacific, the West Coast. So I apologize. But we'll go with season pick 22. Which I don't remember how this got traded, but it is the Vandals pick here and not the Sloths. And with that pick, the Vandals will be drafting Dave Mann, a relief pitcher, also known as It's Breezy. I don't recognize the player name, but I feel like I recognize the username. This is against somebody I haven't talked to much, so congratulations to Dave Mann again. Apologize for not knowing much about you, but Vandals seem to have a lot of trust in you. I thought Dave Mann was a relief bot. Mounties relief bot. No.
Relief bot drafted in the second round.
Yeah, that'd be funny. No, ours are all throwing. That's how you know they're ours, is they all have throwing as the name. Instead of man. Yeah, Throwing Man, cousin of Throwing Man. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we'll move on here. Season. What I keep saying season. Pick 23. Boise, and they are going to be selecting Chink Daly, starting pitcher, also known as Zoline. I'm gonna guess that's how you say it. Chink Daly, starting pitcher. So lots of starting pitchers going here early. Again, another player I've not talked to, and I don't know much about, but very cool to see them. Let me do something real quick, so I can like actually open up these players' information. Let me see here. And of course, they're not in my list of draftees. There. Yeah, so looking here, I mean, they have a good amount of posts. They're at 168 TP. So very active. Very cool to see them in here, getting picked in the second round. Going to Boise. So we got 24th overall pick up next, and this one is going to be actually the Stars. I guess they traded with the Vandals here. This is the Stars pick, and with this pick, the Stars are going to be selecting Sean Spencer, second baseman. Username is Wackio, I want to say. Wackio, something like that.
You're right, yeah, Wackio.
And so Wackio here, Sean Spencer is the name. Looks like they're a dynamo. Another person that I don't know much about because I just haven't talked to a lot, but solid create, over 160 TP so far this season. So another good pick here in the second round. Lots of good actives still so far. We'll move on here. We'll go to 25. In here with the 25th overall pick, which is the Crabs, they are going to select Nick Marksman, shortstop, username Nick900. Go there. So Nick Marksman, again, another person I just haven't talked to. And I'm sorry that I don't know you guys, but I'm trying my best here to try to give everybody a fair shake. Another user here with 168 TP. They're apparently they're from the ISFL, so cool to see another cross league player coming in and doing their thing. Solid pick here, it looks like, for the Crabs, and congratulations to them. We'll move on here to S26, and with the 26th overall pick, it's going to be a trade. We have a trade, and it's the Sloths. So SAS number 26 for Indianapolis S22 third. And with that pick, the Apex are going to select Spike Suzuki, left fielder, also known as Expigen. So let me go here and find Spike Suzuki. And looking here at my draftees page, I've seen them talking a bit in the channels throughout the Discord. It appears like they're a friend of Johnny Times II, so definitely good connections there. They have 173 TP already, so looking like a very, very solid earner. And solid pickup for the Apex here, getting somebody that definitely looks like they're gonna be a max earner or close to it at this point. So good pick by them, and congratulations to Spike Suzuki. We'll move on here. to the 27th pick, which is actually Kashima. Who I believe just moved down here because this is going to be a GM pick. And an absolute reach of a pick here, being all the way up here in the second round. Complete reach in my opinion. We have Kashima drafting Sailor Twift, catcher, also known as Gurren Wudo.
I believe that they also actually.
Gurren Wudo, of course, the co-GM of Kashima, going here in the second round by design. And sorry, Emmy, I can't hear you. My headphones are off. I have to. They time out because of the batteries. Give me 1 sec.
What I was saying for people here is that Sailor Twift actually turns out to be a centre fielder. They, I think, created as a catcher, but then he never got updated on the board. So yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah. Sorry for talking over you there. My headphones time out after like 10 minutes. Anyway, we'll move on here. Of course, GM pick there, number 28. Of course, how dare a person, man, ever spell the name right? Believe this is Justin Sims.
Ooh.
Yeah, boo. Also known as Trotner. I think he's the is he the co-GM again? What's going on with that?
Yeah, he's co-GM. That's why
he's the co-GM. So yeah, having to go here in the second round. Definitely a reach here. They probably should have gone in the 5th in my opinion, but Death Valley reaching out here for this pick. All jokes aside. So that's the second round. So what are you two thinking of this so far? You like what's going on, or think any crazy reaches so far? Okay, fine. I see how it is.
I'm gonna say, like, for me, it's from what we're looking at, I think it's what I expected mostly. Because one of the things I know is we've not got many like big earners outside of the second round and stuff like that. So like these people who are known, like noticed earners, are going to be the ones that go. So it is a sort of what it is. It is what it is, because obviously we've added 2 new teams now, which has added 4 new picks. So
yeah,
we're now getting to the point where, because we keep adding it. So I remember when I joined joint league, I was taken in the 4th round, and that was pick 28.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're just getting to 28 at the end of the second round, so it shows a big swap in the way that it's done. So those people now, we at one point would have classed as a reach, like not a reach, but like a late bloomer or something like that, is now going to be more likely to go in the second round.
Yeah, which I think is more reasonable. Like, somebody would have gone in the 5th round with 10 teams is more like maybe like a late 3rd or something like nowadays, and it's like more of a realistic number. Like, if somebody going into the 3rd should probably be where like it starts to get like a little bit less inactive. I mean, depending on the class, of course. Obviously, there's not like 100 creates this season, but. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got 58, I think it says.
Yeah, I think that's the number.
Yeah, it says 58, but then obviously it's how many of those are active and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think what we've got currently with the first 28 hikes, I think there's some very good ones in there. There is some players that I'm shocked are not picked. Yeah, so, yeah, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
I think he's not listening.
What did you say? Sorry, I was.
You're asking, like, what did you think of the draft so far?
I mean, it's kind of fallen how you expect it to fall. There's a couple recreates went up early. Then you had a bunch of new creates that have kept up with the max earning as with the recreates. So you have to take them. Like, what was it? Casey Tom, I had really high.
Yeah.
Danny B. And so how many recreates were in the first round total? There was like 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say 5. Because you had Ruiz, Fisher.
There's 6.
Toot Bland.
Because DeMarco is technically a recreate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So Ruiz, Fisher, DeMarco, Toot Bland, Alderson, Ivy Leaf. So 6.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of getting close to that's almost half the fucking first round is recreates.
Yeah. Understandable.
I think for some leagues, that's actually quite, it's quite good seeing that there's so many going that are new.
Oh, 100%. I mean, and there's always a team that prefers to draft a newer create than a recreate just to try to get more loyalty, if you so to speak, because some of the recreates might have some loyalty to their old previous players' teams and whatnot, so they could leave eventually. You never know. And so getting the newer player can be good for a newer team to try to create some foundation there.
I think like a lot of recreates are a lot more likely to want to just like kind of mess around and like not be that loyal. I mean, it depends on the person, but like, I mean, if you can get like a new create and just get him sold on the team, like, you can get somebody like that wants to play their whole career there, compared to like somebody who's like, yeah, I'll play for 3 seasons here, but if I don't like it, I'm out. Like, that's kind of boring. You need somebody bought in and whatnot. So yeah, definitely it's good to mix up with the new creates and the recreates. Of course, like having previous knowledge of how somebody's gonna act always helps, but
with you here though, Emmy, I want to know, why did you guys pass up on Elliot Alderson? If I thought you did it because Taylor Swift or Sailor Swift was a catcher, but you said he went to center fielder, so I'm curious about that.
We've got Naz Hamed in the team currently. There's a lot of good-looking catchers coming up in next draft. That's if Naz Hamed doesn't stay, but we're pretty sold on him, and at the minute he sounds like he's up for staying and stuff like that. So we've just thought that it wasn't a fit for us, because personally, like I said, I wanted to get Dren in the team. That was one thing I was 100% sure on, because
you got Dren in 14, but you could have drafted him at 10. But you took Herbie Farnsworth.
Well, I can tell you why I took Herbie's one of the people that I met whilst GMing down in Dallas. Starting pitcher, obviously, we've just got rid of Rabid, so we've got an inactive now there. We've got we've got a hole to fill. We've got a few holes to fill in that role. And starting pitcher, and obviously I know him. I saw his draft media. I don't know if you saw that. We were ranked as his #1 team to go to. So, what I mean, it's sort of when you see that kind of player who wants to go to you, he's got around, I think, 201 TP or something.
Yeah,
he's sort of it's the thing where you're like, yeah, this is a good fit for both of us.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with the Herbie Farnsworth pick. He's just such a great dude.
Yes, Simo is like one of the nicest guys I've spoken to.
Yeah, he's a Australian, I believe.
Yeah, he's an Aussie. He also helped make a team signature for the people who joined Kashima. So I've been so he's made a template that I'll using to give to players who were joining Kashima. So they got every player that has joined us, we've got a little team signature that I send out to them with the player in the Kashima colors and stuff. So I've been sending that out to them.
That's very, very, very cool.
Yeah, so he's been involved in some way helping me create that kind of thing. So I thought, well, I know we both enjoy talking to each other. We're both on the same sort of the same what's the word, time zone, because obviously he's up in middle of night for people in the US, and so am I. So it's something where we can fit in talking to people, and we've got more of those. Like if we get more British users or international users, it helps fit those kind of people in. Because we also traded in for Kent Akira which is a centre fielder who is from. I can't remember if it's Indonesia or Thailand because I know there's two people I knew who used to be on Boise, both from one of those places. So like, I think making sure there's some people there with a similar time zone so they can keep talking is a good idea as well.
Yeah, that's smart GMing, to be honest, and very cool to see you doing. Now that we've stalled enough to buffer a little bit more picks, we can move on now to the third round. Looking here, we don't have any shenanigans so far. We do have a Fox's pick, and they are going to select Troy Pressing, starting pitcher, username TP3480. So I've seen them around a bit. I've seen their player. I haven't talked
to somebody I know much from the Super Casual Football League.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something where I was looking. Like I said, there's some actives here that are low actives, but I was thinking because I know they are, and it's somebody I can try and to try and get back active in the league if they're not currently. It were a thing of I feel like this could be a good pick that we could turn into something better going forward.
Okay, makes sense. We'll move on here to the 30th pick, which is going to be the Apex. And the Apex here are going to be selecting Kiyotaka Fotia, relief pitcher Danini 13. A really great user over in the SHL. This is actually technically a recreate. He had a player before for a little while. But somebody I really appreciate. They're a really cool teammate when I was in the SHL, and I haven't seen how they've been doing in the PBE, but glad to see them getting drafted here. I really like their player, and if they do end up being active with this player, I'm really hoping that they can be a solid relief pitcher for the Apex for the time to come. Yeah, sorry. Kind of pausing here back and forth, but trying to do something real quick. There we go.
So I'm gonna say, like, obviously, like, in this round anyway, we're at the point where people are, trying to work out the last bits of picks. So, would you say there's anybody at the minute that you're shocked hasn't been taken?
Shaq.
That's not surprising.
I mean, I get that, like,
I don't think
people have their feelings, but like, he's active. Would you really want to, like?
Can you really say he's active if he's on his 5th recreate or something like that?
Well, that's what I was about to say. He's active right now. The question would be: does he stay active?
I mean, would you rather have a 200 TP inactive or a 100 TP inactive?
At the end of the day, that's someone I think
also
would
comes
stay.
along with the character isn't Shaq. It's a lot more than just an active.
I mean, I don't know. It's just you have somebody who's active and somebody who's not, and it just shouldn't matter in my opinion. But that's just me. But anyway, we'll move on here. And 31st overall, we have Nashville, and they are going to select Bo Benson, a relief pitcher, C. Petrella, also known as Trella. So it used to be...
This is one that I had, that I should have answered with your question about who I was shocked I hadn't went yet.
Bo Benson, Trella, used to be my GM when I was in the minors, and then I took over the team. I've had like 3 of the creates on the Mounties. I'm sorry I keep taking them, but they can never escape my grasp. So actually, interesting that you say that you're shocked they weren't picked yet. They basically didn't have an update the entire season until like the last week when they just dumped like 60 TPE into their player. So I'm not sure what their plan is with the with this player, and of course Salian last time went inactive real quick, even though it was more of a meme player than anything. So I'd be interested to see what Trello's doing and what they said to Nashville. But if they do end up being active, then this is a really cool pick. Of course, they were a great player with their original Billy Benson. So we'll have to see how this one goes.
Since he's a relief pitcher, he can maintain like a minimum earning and still be a pretty good player.
Yeah, I mean, he literally didn't update for like 3 weeks, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I see where you're going with it. We'll move on here. 32nd overall, the Aviators, and they are going to select Leo Bloomfield, catcher, also known as Bloomy GB. So where are you? So this is somebody that I've seen around, but I haven't talked to that much. I'm not sure what they're up to. Anyways,
Did you say Leo Bloomfield?
What?
Because if you said Leo Bloomfield, I think that's the pick we're up to right now.
Yeah.
They're a person who's on the Dynamos. They're a person I don't think is like max earning, but he's earning. They are earning stuff. They're coming in every now and again. They're I think if I remember right, they're living in the UK, so they won't be probably not up right now. So they'll probably find out the team that they're being drafted to in the morning. So I know that the person who, every time I'm going into Dynamo's locker room now, there's a talk about cricket between him and Simo, which can't get any better than that. They're just me sat in corner, just like, I'm British, I don't know what cricket is, I feel bad.
Okay. So, this is where like the numbers get kind of weird. I think like somebody messed up the count somewhere. Cause so this is supposed to be 33, but then it goes 33, 34, 33.
Right. Yeah, there's been a big problem with it, and I don't know if I think you might want to go by the sheet as a result.
Anyway, I'll just ignore it for now. So number 33, we have the Rougarous, and they select Nicholas Ayers, shortstop. Players faded. This is again just another player I haven't talked to that much, but I feel like I recognize the name.
If I remember right, I think they've retired.
Have they retired? Oh yeah, they're not even in the listing, so.
Yeah, I want to say they retired, and that's why it came up. So yeah, that's the kind of, I think that is the reason why you've got that issue.
Yeah. Let me see something real quick. Let me blank this out and open this. I just wanted to make sure it didn't open on my main screen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so confusing. Okay. So according to the sheet, we're just gonna go skipped because that's what it's saying for me in the sheet. We'll move on to 34. And let's see. We'll move on to 34 here with the Demons, and they are going to select. This is a Tumbleweed.
The screen's black for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I gotta open it up. Yeah, so they're going to select Tumbleweed, which is another starting pitcher. I don't know their player name. Nobody posted one.
Player name is also Tumbleweed.
Okay. Yeah, this is again, this is another person I haven't talked to. So I don't know much about him.
Either.
Like no offense to any of these players, but like excuse me, if I don't know you, I don't know you. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
We're pretty much down to the inactives at this point, I think.
Yeah, he's
I
got
mean,
a.
it doesn't help though, the fact that we've got to a point where we can't read everything very well.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on here to 35. And we have the Rougarous who select Jericho Styles. Styles. Oh, okay, I'm getting to that point. Jericho Styles, starting pitcher. Player name is Jay-Z Kitty. And it feels like we're just getting to the point here where people are just picking pitchers, hoping one sticks. That's what it seems like at this point.
With Jericho, I actually know them. They were my GM for a bit in the MLR, and they were on Boise. Didn't update. So I think it's something if you talk to, you could maybe get them active again. But it is one of those things where I think it is going to be a big ask.
Yeah. Okay. 35. Technically, the 30. This is pick 36.
Who knows? Who knows anymore?
with the Toros, and they are going to select Mr. Ryan.
They're going to select Hosh Hada from State College.
Hosh Jader. With exactly one post to their name.
That's what we get, boys.
Hosh Jader.
First pick in the draft, baby. One post club.
I'm gonna guess. Just trying to save cap here or something.
I'm guessing Cancun's very excited for this player.
Oh, we're super excited.
I have no idea what Cancun's gonna do for prospects, but there you go.
We're gonna take the other team's prospects.
PogChamp. Yeah. So there you go. Hosh Jader. I guess twin of Josh Hader, perhaps. We'll see. Feels Shaq, man. Poor guy. Getting drafted after inactives. Next up for the Rougarous, at 37, it's the Rougarous. And they're going to select DJ Roach. DJ Roach, if I... actually, no, never mind. They're a friend of 40 Chess, apparently. They created, over a month ago, and they have 6 posts, so I'm going to guess they're inactive.
What's the name again?
DJ Roach.
Does he say the username anywhere?
DJ Roach.
Alright, I'm wondering if it's somebody who's in the Super Casual Football League, because I know that 4D Chess, I think if I remember right, GM's over there. So maybe they tried, to get them back. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but inactive reliever, not much to say there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and post that. At 38th overall, we have the Vandals, who are going to select Good Noodle. A recreate here. They were originally Sebastian Winchester, I think. I think they're, if I remember correctly, they're related to Moose Cop in some way. I think it was like Moose Cop's girlfriend or something. They were originally on the Mounties actually at one point too, and then they went to the Voyagers. But they've been here for over a month. They have a lot of posts, but their players at 100 TPE, so we'll have to see if it's the same case as last time, where they go completely inactive for well over a month, get called up, and then suddenly they're active again. We'll see. Yeah, so interesting pick there. Maybe they become active again, maybe they don't. I don't know.
To be fair, that's going to be the entire thing from here, other than Shaq. When Shaq appears, is just maybe they'll become active, maybe they won't. Feels
Shaq, man.
When it comes to Shaq, it's will they retire again and recreate, or won't they?
So 39, we have the Demons, and they're going to select Loud Sly, username Loudsly, another 100 TPE inactive. So maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. Throw a pitcher at the wall and see if it sticks, basically, at this point. Look at this entire round, 1 catcher and like 7 inactive pitchers. Actually, no, 9 inactive pitchers, I think. Actually, maybe a couple of them might have been active, I'm not sure. But yeah, just getting to that point. Loud sliding at 40, we have a pass. At 41, we have the Stars, and they select, honestly, a complete reach here, in my opinion. They select some guy, Leo Entertainment Font. Must be an inactive going this low or something. Username Shaq. So Shaq going to Nashville.
Isn't it Shaq going back to Nashville?
I guess so. Why is Shaq's player not here? His player's just not
He's been
here.
on Nashville before.
Yeah, he was. I don't know why his player's not on the list.
Is this player really not on the list? That's how confident people are. Just like,
yeah, he's not on the list.
Sorry, Shaq, you've not actually been drafted.
Shaq. What do we got next? 42 is a pass by the Scorpions. You guys need to stop passing, because I only have like 70 picks that I've like actually created. What's this? We have at 43 we have the Apex, and they are going to select Mac Miller, who I think is just another 100 TP inactive. Their name is 420 foot bongs. So there you go. 420 foot bongs. IA Swifties legend, apparently.
It's just it's whatever, isn't it? It is genuine. We are getting to the point now where we're having to just decide: do you just choose these people up that they come back, or do we just?
Yeah. And then we go to the Foxes, who select Andre Jackson, who I believe was on the Mounties.
I know they're inactive.
Yeah, and they come in, hey, I'm interested, and then you just go, hey, you wanna make a update page or something? No, I'm good. Oh, okay, sure. And then just disappear into oblivion.
Yeah, you never know. There's a chance I might be able to get them back, but who knows?
Yeah, so it is what it is. I did actually have somebody come back and like ask about the team, and I was like, if you want to update, you can play, and they just didn't say anything. So we'll see about that one. 45. Looks like we have the start of the apocalypse, as we'll call it. We have a forfeit. I believe these are all cap and or regression related forfeits.
Yeah, they are, if I remember right.
We have the Raptors at 47, and they're gonna select Mark Washington. Just another 100 TP, actually 103 TP, but just another somebody who hasn't been active in forever. So hard to say whether they'll be any good or not. .48, we have pass, and it's getting to that point. where it gets nasty.
Yeah, I think we need to get to the point now where we're slowing it down a bit as well.
It's I'll get to it after this round.
Maybe we should start thinking of random trivia for like the probably 6 people who are still watching.
We have for 55 here. We have Jacob Hodge going to the Voyagers. Jacob Hodge. So there you go, Jacob Hodge. I'm gonna delete this one. I just wanted to delete whatever. Gone. Is there a JPT this week? No.
I don't think we've got a JPT now till the first week, usually, isn't it? Or PT in general, the first week of the season. So just after spring training, which I think spring training's next week. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so. And the awards stream should be next week, I believe, on the 29th.
I thought it was this season, so... I mean, this week, before this draft.
Okay, so now that we're at the point where it comes to inactives, something I'm just curious of, I'm pretty sure there's probably no rhyme or reason to it, but, like, do you ever, like, look at IAs and, like, try to figure out which ones you want? Like, are you trying to look for somebody who might come back, or, like, you just, you look at, like, a position?
I do have a way of doing this. So what I usually do is look to see if they've got their Discord name in their sign-up sheet and see if they've got the full Discord tag.
Okay.
So that way, at least I can try and contact them and see if I can get them coming back. Because sometimes it might be as simple as, I forgot about this existing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then sometimes it could just be like, yeah, this is not for me, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
In minors, like, obviously, sometimes it's just like a throw an inactive in. For example, just in case you've not got any waivers coming in and you've not got your players.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because there really is, like, kind of just two philosophies you can go for. Is like, either you try to pick somebody who might come back, or you go like, you know what, I'm gonna take a pitcher here, and if I'm lucky, I got a pitcher, and if not, then no harm, no foul. So yeah, makes a lot of sense. If you're wondering why we're stalling here, is because there's like, we're like two picks behind at this point. So we kind of have to wait a little bit and try to let the teams catch up. There's not that many players. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 more players, so hopefully they start just getting grabbed here in the next couple of rounds or so. Otherwise, might be in trouble. But
I'm just now trying to find out random like trivia questions so we can just start going into trivia while we wait. But
we can.
I'm not doing well.
We know what we can do. We can look at the parlay. We could see how the parlay went.
Oh yeah.
Let me look at that. Season 21 draft parlay. Let's look here. So the first one is how many recreates will be taken in the top 5 over under 3.5. Top 5. That one. Wow, that went under. I think I went over on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot. I think that was the one I saw the most. Is people going over.
I might have misread that one.
I know for me, I'm actually pretty shocked because I did expect people like Big Titty Smitty to go higher than they did, and I know that when me and Gurren were talking, there were certain players that we were like, "Oh, this person we expect to go high," and we're like, and now, seeing in the draft, it's like, yeah.
Looking here, for the second one, how many pitchers taken in the top 10 Over 3.5. Yeah, that was beaten pretty soundly. We had 5 by pick number 10.
Is that about trades?
No, that's just pictures.
I'm gonna say I know there's the one where to do with trades, and I'd be shocked.
And
if
then it
that
was
one's not
how many letters will be combined in the player name's first and last name for picks 15 through 18? Over, under 48. I think I went over, but let's see. 15
I'm gonna
through
say
8.
obviously with me I'm a GM, so I just get average.
Let's see. Let's do the math here. We got 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. That's 7 plus 5. That's 12. 22 or no. Yeah, 22. 32. 39. 43. 43. So that's under 48.5. So 3 was under. 4 was how many position players will be taken in the second round? Over, under 7.5. We have 1. Stop doing that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10, so that's well over the 7.5. How many trades will be made on draft day? Over 2.5, under 2.5. Yeah, that was blown out of the water. Well over. So, let me see if I can find my post here, and I'll tell you how I did.
I did whatever league average is.
Yeah, let's see. I had over 5, so that was wrong. Pitchers in the top 10, I got that right. Letters, I was under, I got that right. So I got 1, 2. I missed 4. And I got 5. So I got 3 out of 5. So I guess I'll take that.
I'm gonna imagine that's gonna be probably the average.
Yeah. How many draft picks left? There's 14 players left, but there's a lot of passing, so...
Yeah. It has generally got to that bit now, so I just trying to work out who is next. Because obviously they keep passing, and I don't know who's next.
Yes, he does. And I missed out as well on the recreates. Because there really were a lot of good recreates out there, like Ruiz, Fisher, Toot Bland, Alderson, Ivy Leaf, Chili Gravy, etc., etc. So, excuse me, definitely missed out on that one, but it's okay.
Like people like Gurren coming back were quite shocking for me as well. Like I didn't, originally think when I was going to apply for this, I didn't expect Gurren to come back at all this season. So, or Dren, for example, either because I know she was having problems when she left.
Yeah.
But I know it was a part of her coming back was because I got a team. So, it's what it is, isn't it?
I mean, it all works out in the end, I guess. Like, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's definitely weird how like you don't expect people to come up, and then they do, and then you're just like, well, there they are. Like, I wasn't expecting Moonlight to come back, so that surprised me.
I forgot that Moonlight came back. Yeah. I think next draft's going to be quite an interesting one as well, because I have seen a few people that are very early on that have been very talkative. So
yeah.
So obviously, while we're here, I might as well name some non-recreates, because obviously we're going to try to get some time as it is. So ones I think that are standouts right now is we got Glims, known.
Yeah. GM over in the DSFL.
Yeah. Then we've got there's the one who came in. I can't remember the name. They're a catcher. I want to say the name's like Kate or something. Like the actual username something Kate something. They're somebody who the minute for me is
Katie
really
Cat?
been interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, they seem solid. I hope they pan out. Yeah, looking at the wow at season 22, it's already up to 44 draftees, which
Yeah, I know that
it's not
some
bad.
people have been worried about it as a draft, but at the same time, we're very
Me,
early into the season, and you know what I mean.
yeah. Um, yeah, I really like it. I think season 22 might be a little top heavy, but there's a lot of good people coming in. Like, I don't mean top heavy as in there's gonna be like no talent. I mean just like the talent that is there in like the first round is gonna be like really really strong. Like what's a good comparison? I want to say like season 12 maybe or season 14, I forget, where you just had like all these big recreates coming in and it was just like the whole first round was just like bombshell, bombshell, bombshell.
I mean, as
yeah.
we're waiting, if you want to, we can go and have a look at them.
Yeah, let me go back through that real quick. I want to say season 12 was like one of the big drafts that just like it may not have been a huge draft, but the picks that did come in were just really good. Yeah, looking here, you have LGM, you have Frick Nasty, you have well, Selich, who's still around, the Sullivan's still around. Okay, maybe that wasn't the one I was thinking of. There's some good picks, but I feel like I'm missing out on somebody. Maybe it's 13. Maybe 13 is what I want to look at.
I want to say it's 13. It might the year.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, there it is. You have Elliot Lefebvre, Jose 43, Mac Arian.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Because I'm going to say in 13 wasn't that the season a lot of people retired due to the expansion?
Yeah. Yeah, so you got Elliot Lefebvre, you got Sim Jang Swang, Colton Kai, Callaway Flowers. Who else? You got Austin Bentley, Ian Fullman, Grover Wokenfuss, Pak Young Sung, who I think he retired.
Yes, he did recently.
Yeah.
Actually, if I remember right.
Shake It Off, who also retired. Vizeros Balkan, who had a really good playoffs. Izzy D'Alessio. I mean, I could keep going on. We have the original Vidal.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see, like I will say something about Vidal at the minute. Seems a completely different person from the first time I remember him.
Yeah,
so it's something when I was talking to, I was very happy that
Vidal really makes me upset because they came onto my team all excited as a relief pitcher, went inactive immediately, and then came back and earned more TP than like any character they've had before, and just kind of made me upset.
I think the best way to think of it is sometimes some people aren't ready when they join.
No, I get it. It's just like you left and then came back in the same season and then out earned yourself, and it's just like, well, now I get the inactive and this other team gets to have the new good player. Like, cool. I don't know. Like this draft just keeps going.
I'm gonna say, if I remember right, number 13, the season 13 drafted some really good players.
Yeah, it keeps going.
Robert Bard,
Eric Rivers, Lucas Gold, Toby McMuffin, Ryan Rose, Harvey Brinkley, just that set of players.
I mean, do you remember the fact that there was one player that looked really good early on, going in 5th, and then they went a bit. They went inactive, which was Irish Thunder. He was a really big player and actually did really well.
Oh yeah.
Just halfway, and then college hit, and then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep going even down the list from there, you have Bill Bisquick, James Love, Lightning Bolts.
Come on, we need just to dedicate a bit to Bisquick.
Yeah, I mean, you can still keep going. I mean, Bobby McDonald, Dixon Sider was a solid player for a while, like even going into the 5th round, and
yeah.
Keep going. I think
I'm gonna say sometimes these things you're looking at it and it's more of like the user over the first player, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, striker spin rate going in the 7th round.
Yeah. If I remember right, is that the same draft where Knox got picked up as well?
I forget.
I think so, because if I remember right, Knox and Spiker spin rate are related, and I want to say father son. combo, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Oh yeah, Revan Knox 6th round. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so obviously you can have a look, and there's some really good players that went in 13. But obviously, like the thing when you start looking at it, so for example, that was when we added, what is it, the 10th team, 9th and 10th. So some of those people now who got picked would be second rounders. So it is starting to get to the point where we're like, it's kind of interesting to see these good players.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've stalled good enough for now.
I don't know what's going to be happening after this anyway. Cause I've just looked.
So we'll go here with 57, which is still Kashima's pick, thankfully. And you guys went on with Ricky McDonough. I don't know how you say that. Ricky McDonough or something like that. Another person, again, I recognize the name, but like that probably just means they've been around, but they're oh no, I remember them. Yeah, I got them on waivers and I never even like noticed for like 3 days because I thought somebody was gonna take Glowy Goat. They're a friend of Dylan's, I think.
Yeah, I noticed that they had the Discord thing, so I'm gonna try and talk to them. If they're a friend of Dylan, I'll shout at Dylan to do it. So
they're talking to somebody. They're in the Mounties locker room too. If you want to talk to them there.
That's it. Let's try and get them.
Yeah, I talked to them. I told them to do their rookie tasks. They never did. But they're active in another league somewhere, or they were, I think, like SHL or something. So.
Oh yeah, Glowy Goat. I found him.
Yeah, so that might work out. We'll see. Yeah, but there you go. So hopefully you can figure something out there. Next
that's
up.
the thing we all look for with all of these.
Next up, we have the Apex, and they're gonna select Alex Roach, first baseman. So Alex Roach here. Let's see a player name. Player name Felix. Been around since July. 4 posts. So yeah, just another 100 TP inactive. Not much to say there. And then we got a plethora of passes. Going down to pick 63. Oops. And then at pick 64, we have the Vandals, who select Matt Singer, center fielder. So Matt Singer, let's look here. MSing 301. They have 11 posts, so it looks like they were trying, but maybe just didn't have the time or something. We'll see. So wow, 107 TP, but all 7 of it got banked. There you go. But maybe they can get lucky on that one. We'll see. Then we have a bunch of passes again. So we'll finish out this round with some more passes. And then we'll just move on to the 6th here. Just keep moving in. We got JoJo going to the Apex. Paste. And we got Grayson Ellie, starting pitcher, going to the going to the Foxes. Like I said, I mean, if you're gonna take anybody who's a long shot to become active, it might as well be a pitcher, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if I remember correctly, this was the last pick we made. And we decided to pass after this because we like I was looking at it, the other ones. I didn't see many Discord names or anything, so I thought this is my best thing to do is tell this person these have Discord names. Maybe I can get them back with a picture. Worst comes to worst, I can just throw them in. Like, you know, if they come active, I can throw them in my bullpen. If not, I can just put them on like wherever the rights. So it's an interesting concept.
Yeah. Look at here. We have one more pick, I think. No, that was the last pick. That's the last pick that's listed. Everything else is a pass. So I'm gonna. Go ahead.
So one thing I want to say is I'm currently in the Kashima Foxes locker room. Rich Evans won 18 million earlier. He's currently changed his name to Rich. Quotation mark 18 million Evans.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at here. I'm guessing all these people. They never got listed as being drafted, so I'm not sure what's going on with them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they've all gone to what's it called? Or they're just
I mean,
I think he says we're done with the draft.
I mean, they have to go somewhere. I would have to assume. So I don't know what's up with that, but I know they're all pretty much inactive. The one thing I would say, the user for Keith Cozart, came in my locker room like yesterday and asked if like he was still on the team. I said, yeah, but you're not playing. So maybe he has an interest in playing again. I don't know if anybody wants to take a flyer on that or not. But yeah, that's about it.
I think now, yeah.
So
yeah, it's I think it's done now.
I do have to do a tradition of the draft, which is adding a certain GIF to the draft board. So I'll have to get to that.
So I've got the chat up. So how's everyone's draft been?
If it'll work.
Yes, I'm retired.
There it goes. Oh, it's not doing it. It's not doing it.
You tried to put the My Little Pony on and it didn't work.
It's supposed to do the Orange Justice. No.
Do you know what the weirdest bit is what you've got on currently looks more terrifying because of like the weird, like spindly. Because it's a Google sheet.
Wait. Hold on. I got an idea. Ah, it doesn't work. It did work in the Google Sheet before, though. So... Why won't you do the Orange Justice? Wait. Do it. Do the thing. Do the thing, pony.
Because you're in a Google Sheet, apparently.
No, but it's worked in the Google Sheet before.
Just move it and make a noise, right? And then it's close enough.
I
was saying move the image around.
Okay, let's just put it there. What else do we need? We need and then.
So you said Kozad is still has come back to talk?
Yeah, he just came back for like a minute.
Right, what's his Discord name?
It's something. It's like King Phantom or something now.
Right, so that's something I'm going to be doing in a bit. Seeing if I can find him and talk to him.
Yeah, I always gotta add a giant sloth face in there for everybody.
This is just getting like more and more weird.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks everybody for coming to the draft. That was the draft. Yeah.
We'll see you next season.
Yeah, please come back next season. We can do this whole thing over again, but hopefully not with me because my voice is shot. Next up, I think the next thing we have is awards, which is the 29th. Otherwise,
would it be that, or would it be, or is will the stream for the minors be afterwards?
well, yeah, we might have a minors draft stream this week.
Yeah.
I think we haven't started yet, but I think we're starting tonight or tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Something like that, because we were just waiting for the majors to get done so that all you majors GMs could do your stinky call ups and rip all our players away from us and make us sad and depressed and lonely. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.